I kind of don't want to finish this video, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, it's disappointing. And yes, I have paid for this with my own money, just putting that out there. I'm just like, well, so far I don't want any of it. It's all going to charity. Great. It's just disappointing. It is disappointing. Hello friends, wizards, witches, and muggles. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today, we're here with another Wizarding World loot crate. I know, it was an accidental purchase. I let my subscription roll over. I asked you guys if you wanted to see this box after the last video. A lot of you said yes, you are intrigued to see how this box is. Also, something of interest happened. Loot Crate actually commented on my last video. They were basically asking for honest feedback. They thanked me for the video and wanted to know what they could do to improve. So we had a little chat in DMs, and then I sent them an email basically talking about my whole experience with them, the items, some of the feedback you guys have given to me on the last video in comments, how we kind of feel about it. So to their credit, it does seem like they're trying to listen to their customers and how they can improve, like they're willing to listen. I thought that was pretty cool, a pretty cool step that they're making. So I guess you could say, Loot Crate, you asked for my feedback. I happen to have another box by accident, so this is your feedback. So if you want to know what's inside and my thoughts on what's inside, whether you're part of my Magical Online family or whether you're a Loot Crate member of staff, then keep on watching. If you're brand new to this channel, hello, welcome. Don't forget you click the subscribe button if you'd like to become part of our weird Magical Online family. But let's go. Don't know what the theme is, haven't seen any spoilers. Quite a bigger crate than last time, and it's a little bit heavy. Here we go. Okay then guys, so as per usual with the Wizarding World crates, we do get a little sticker to seal it. This one's quite a fun one. It's much nicer than the previous one. This is one of the proclamation posters that was put up in Hogwarts, and it says all student organizations are henceforth, oh, what does it say? It's creased. One moment. Disbanded? It's very creased. Any student in non-compliance will be expelled. So we've got a little sticker. I am going to cut through it just because I'm not really collecting these stickers anymore. Okay, let's open. Feels really weird to be opening another one of these. It's like the good old days. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is the box. Dumbledore's Army themed, it seems. We've got a big DA down there, and we've got all the signatures from the members of the Dumbledore's Army, which is pretty cool. Good theme. Let's have a little look. Okay, so let's start with the t-shirt. Gonna show you first. Is it cute? Is it? It's very garish. Okay, so initially it doesn't feel that magical. It says Dumbledore's Army, Reducto, Stupefy, Expecto Patronum. We are only as strong as we are united. I like the message. I feel as though it's not very wearable for me personally. It's very, a lot of colours that don't necessarily complement each other. Personally, it's not a t-shirt that I'm going to be keeping. It's not something that I think is very fashionable. Like, there are references on there, like the spells. You've got the room of requirement doors that are green for some reason. It says DA at the bottom. I feel as though with this theme, Dumbledore's Army, you could have done so much with this. You could have had like a Dumbledore's Army member t-shirt so that you felt like you were part of the club. Like, what if that club was creating merchandise, for example? What would it look like? That would have been super cool, but they haven't gone that direction. It's not something that I'll be keeping from this crate. Let's move on. Okay, so I think I found the heavy thing in this crate. Okay, so I have no idea what this is. It's in a mystery box. You guys know I like mystery boxes. I'm very intrigued. Ooh, I think it's a frame. Is it a frame? Oh, it's a wooden. What is this? Like, okay. Okay, let's talk about these first. We've been given some bean bags. Okay, we've got little bean bags. We've got a Hufflepuff bean bag, which says DA, with a lot of trademarks on the back. I know this is a licensed box. I know they have to have trademarks. But as an item, when they're slapped that big, it's not the best. It doesn't feel magical. It feels very corporate. We've also got a Ravenclaw one here. Again, same on the back. It's the same on all of them. We've got a Gryffindor one here, a Slytherin one. These do remind me of the little things that we used to get in primary school. Did anyone used to have like little beanbag sacks and you used to have to catch them in PE? Kind of reminds me of that. But the other thing, which I think it's this wooden thing. Oh God, these are really stiff. Okay, so it's meant to stand on a desk, or is it meant to hook? Oh, I think it's meant to stand on a table like this. It's kind of like beer pong, but not. And it's not a nice item. It says Dumbledore's Army. It's got their kind of practice spell dummies on there. Got some licensing done. It's just wood. It's not the nicest. The print quality's a little bit off. But like what you're meant to do with this is lay it down onto a table and then try and get your bean bags into the hole. And I guess, yay. So if you have a little look-see at the print, yeah, it just doesn't look that great quality. But as a thing, like, I don't know why, I don't want this. And I know a lot of you will be like, oh, she's just trying to find things to pick at. I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm not going to be using this. It's going to go straight to the charity shop. It's not something that I want to put on my shelves. Like, it's just going to look completely out of place. Yeah, for kids, yes, this might be a fun little thing to keep young wizards and witches entertained, 100%. But as a 31-year-old woman and a collector, which I think is what these boxes were and should be directed at, it's just a complete miss. Like, I don't need some beanbags and a... Like, this is a really cool theme. Dumbledore's Army, like, there's so many strong messages there about, you know, uniting together and friendship, and it's a cool club for a start. And I just think so far, we'll have a look at the other items, but so far they've just completely missed the excitement around this theme. Okay, next up, we've got a snapback cap. I have noticed that this is directed towards your Hogwarts house. So I've got Gryffindor on the back of mine. Underneath is very rainbow, which it's quite cute. It doesn't scream magic to me, but it's got all the houses, which is nice. On the front, it's fully embroidered. It says, you have friends here. You are not alone. Yes, it's Harry Potter themed. Yes, I do quite look good in a snapback cap. Is it something that I would have purchased had I seen this hat? No, it doesn't feel magical enough. This is the official Wizarding World crate, and the lack of magic, it's it's sad, it's disappointing. It doesn't fill my heart with magic. It's a snapback that they've put the names of the houses on. They've put a little quote thing at the front, fine. It's just not magical. Like, where's the witches' hats at? You know? Or, I don't know. I'm bored of seeing things like totes and snapbacks and stuff in crates anyway. But it just doesn't feel magical. It's like, cool, you've put Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff and Gryffindor on there, which we all love. We're all part of these houses, great. But Hogwarts, they're not going around wearing snapbacks, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel magical. It feels like they've taken a black snapback cap off a shelf and have branded it with the houses. Yeah, it's just disappointing. Like, these boxes, I remember finding out when Loot Crate were doing the official Wizarding World crate, and I remembered the amount of excitement that I felt in my magical heart. I was like, yes, they're doing an official crate. It's going to have exclusive items that you can't get anywhere else. But when it comes with stuff like this, it's like, I wouldn't want to buy this anywhere else anyway. It's disappointing because they used to be fantastic, and the excitement when they arrived was like no other crate. Something's gone wrong with these crates. We're not even finished yet. Let's move on. We've got 2 more items left. Sorry, 3 more items. We've got a jigsaw puzzle. It doesn't feel magical. It's the same feedback. Yes, it's licensed. We recognise this packaging as the Harry Potter official. There you go. We recognise this. But the print, where's the... I kind of don't want to finish this video if I'm completely honest. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, it's disappointing. And yes, I have paid for this with my own money, just putting that out there. I'm just like, well, so far I don't want any of it. It's all going to charity. So I've opened up the puzzle. It's really thin, and trust me, I know puzzles. My mum has been doing them since the beginning of the pandemic. I've seen all her puzzles. They're thick, they're high quality, they're beautiful. These are super thin. It's just, the design isn't something I care about. I wouldn't finish that and be like, yes, magic, Hogwarts, Dumbledore's army. Also, I'm not really sure what this has to do with Dumbledore's army. If I'm completely honest, it's off theme. Okay, leaving the pin till last, there's another item in here, which is a notebook. At least it's practical. It's damaged. Well, it's not damaged. I think it's just what it is. But if you can see the, I don't know if it can you see that? That's a new notebook. It's not been bent. It's out of the package. This is just the paper, how it is. It looks like water damage, but it's not. So it's a faux leather kind of cover. It's very flimsy, and it says a proud member of Dumbledore's army. Well, currently I'm not feeling very proud. Like, it looks like this has been discarded. It's, yeah, it's, I don't know what to say. This is probably the most unenjoyable box I've ever unboxed on this channel. And I didn't want to be bad. I actually started this video thinking, right, they've reached out for feedback. They've actually listened. They've asked me. They clearly value my opinion, which is lovely. And I was like, imagine if this box is actually good this time. Like, what if it's the last box that I did just was a bit of a off one, but it's not. And we'll talk about it more in a minute, but let's have a look at the pin. Now, I said it in my last one, some of the most sought after Wizarding World pins are from these crates. From when they first started, they did a Horcrux pin collection, and they were fantastic. They were honestly exquisite. The quality, the creativity, the thought, and the curation behind them was like no other pins that we've seen. Even pins that are sold officially as Wizarding World ones. The ones in the crate were just, yes, this is what we want as collectors. Now, the last pin that we saw in this loot crate a few weeks ago, yes, it was hard enamel, but something felt missing, and I think it was the creativity and the magic from it. So let's see what this one is. This is the Hog's Head Tavern, and it's turquoise. Like the Hog's Head, you're thinking bricks, earthy colours, broomsticks, like up against the front door, you know, a hog's head that looks rustic. Like for a start, for the Hog's Head, they could have done like an actual hog's head, maybe like a store, well, it's not a store, but like a location sign for the Hog's Head. For the tavern, a tavern sign, like that would have been so cute. A pin that I'm not keeping in my collection. And we've come to the end of the crate and I don't want any of it. It's disappointing, and I know there are going to be commenters saying, oh, you just wanted to hate everything, you wanted to hate everything. I didn't want to hate everything. I want to love this crate again because it was one of the best once upon a time. But there's magic missing, there's creativity missing, and there's items missing that make you want to subscribe to this crate in the first place. Like the popularity of the first ones of the Wizarding World Loot Crate were because the items that you got in here you couldn't get anywhere else, and they were awesome, and you had that fear of missing out, and it just made you excited for the next crate. But yeah, something changed after a while that made it go downhill. It felt like it was more aimed at kids that perhaps weren't collectors and didn't really care and just liked the franchise. But you know, these crates, I have opened hundreds of crates over the years, and I feel that these kind of crates, the demographic are collectors and adults. Yes, you can buy them as gifts for birthdays for people that like Harry Potter, like young wizards and witches, fine. But more often than not, it's the collectors that can afford these things, so I don't understand why they're not directing the stuff at them. And of high quality as well. These aren't cheap crates. They're not cheap. And that's without paying for the shipping on top of that. So this is the cheat sheet. We've seen everything. Everything's exclusive. You can see by the exclusive star next to them. Don't really have much to say. It's like, show off you're a proud member in this t-shirt that I didn't like. And I know it's not just about me. Did you like that? In fact, here's a question. Out of all of these items on here, which are items that you personally watching would want to spend your money on? What would you purchase if you saw these in a shop? Because I think I may know the answer. I know my answer, which would be none of them. There hasn't been a crate in a long time where I've not liked anything. It's just disappointing. It is disappointing because I love the Wizarding World. Obviously, you know, my career is surrounding the Wizarding World. I think they're lovely. I work with them occasionally, but this is just a flop, and something needs to change if they want this crate to improve. And I think a lot of it comes down to quality. Quality is not there as much as it used to be. But I think the main thing for me is the creativity and the magic. That's what's meant to be the core of this box, is the magic. None of this feels magical at all. Yes, it's got official branding on it, but apart from that, I don't go, oh, that's really magical and makes my soul fill with joy. It just doesn't, which is sad. This probably would have been the best item in the crate had it have not been so crumpled and poor quality and damaged. Like, that's damaged. You can see it. I can see it on the monitor. I'm not going to be doing these again on my channel, which is sad because I kind of wanted to if they had improved. I was like, yeah, Wizarding World crates. I miss doing those. I miss the buzz around them, but it's still lacking. And it's sad because it's the official one and I love the Wizarding World, but it's a flop. Don't really know what else to say. As per usual, I want your thoughts about this. This isn't about just me, because I know that preference definitely comes into boxes. But if you were to receive this box, or maybe you did receive this box, what did you think about it, honestly, in the comments? And did it feel magical to you? Are there any items that made you go, or were there none? Because none of these made me go, and that's what these boxes should be about. You should be able to get excited about them. Anyway, there's my feedback. I'm not going to sit here and lie to my audience about something that I don't feel is good enough. Like, yes, it is great the Loot Crate reached out. They wanted my feedback, opinions, and they did ask how they could improve, which I respect. But that's as far as this goes, I think. Yeah, we leave the Loot Crates here again. Maybe 1 year in the future, if I hear that they have improved or seen evidence of that, then maybe we can revisit them. But I can't sit here in my studio and film these month after month after month when they don't fill me with any sparkle. You know, this is why a lot of you watch me unbox things. You want the magic, you want the, oh my God, this is like, there's none of that here and I can't fake that. So yeah, I'm gonna put all of this in a box. I do give all of the things that I don't want to or can't keep to charity, which does raise money for them, which is fantastic. My current charity that I'm donating to a lot is the British Heart Foundation, which is one that is close to myself and my family, and this whole box is going to them, so hopefully they can find a loving home for it, but sadly it is not here. Anyway, sorry that this was such a negative video, or if it made you feel a bit deflated. I definitely feel deflated after filming this. I need to go pour like a gin and tonic or something, or a butterbeer, more on brand. And yeah, I will respond to your comments if you, I'm not even going to ask you to thumb this video up. Yeah, I'll see you in the comments. Yeah. Bye.
You know what cheered them up? A cameraman Chris face reveal. Oh!